Alright, so you've seen my 0 to 1k video, you've potentially seen my 0 to 100k video, and you may have even watched my 0 to 10,000 followers in 30 days series where I actually built an account. But you don't want to play in the little leagues no more. You want to roll with the big timers and get to 1 million followers on Instagram and finally cop yourself that Lambo lease. Here's how you do it. Now, quick disclaimer, I no longer have 1 million combined followers. I have grown millions of followers, but I sold a bunch of my pages a couple years ago. But if you include the 800,000 that I currently have, as well as clients, as well as all the stuff I've done in the past, I've gained multiple millions of followers on Instagram, so I feel like I'm reasonably qualified. And also, despite what your favorite guru might say about Instagram, this isn't going to happen overnight. It's not going to go from 0 to 1 million in 2 or 3 weeks. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort. You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to put work in. You'll probably make mistakes along the way, but here's how you do it based on my experience and based on what's worked for me. Also, if you're new, leave a like, subscribe, and let's get into the video. So first things first, you're going to want to focus on just one Instagram page and learn how to get results with that, both growth and income. I see too many people that start Instagram and they start with 2 or 3 or 4 pages in different niches because they're like, I don't know what niche I want to go for. Do I want to be a fitness influencer? Do I want to build a page about golf and then have one about investing as well? You got to pick one niche, even if you're interested in multiple. Pick one that you're going to target. Then what you want to do is identify the pages in that niche that are already doing really well and look at how you can create better content than what they're doing. If you're in the business niche, look at the big business pages and work out how can I do what they're doing but at a better level so I can create room for me in the market to build a following. So after you've set up your account, you've got yourself a good logo, you've got yourself a clean username that's ideally 2 words with a maximum of 1 dot or underscore. You've set up your bio nicely, everything's looking good. How do you grow it? So the first few months, you're going to focus on putting out better quality content than anyone else in your niche and doing that multiple times every single day. As well as this, apply all the growth tactics that I talk about on my channel. I've left a playlist for my best growth hacks below, which you can go and watch. And this, by no means, is going to be easy. Putting out incredible content a couple times a day, it's not going to be easy. But if you want to build a massive following and do it really quickly, this is the most effective way to do it. And after a couple weeks, what I would do is find your best performing pieces of content, turn them into Facebook ads, and spend $5 to $10 a day running ads using the Facebook Ads Manager, but actually running the ads on Instagram, obviously, and doing that to a really wide audience to help grow your page. Now, not only will this directly grow your page, but all these new profile visits coming to your Instagram, following, looking at your content, liking, commenting, engaging with it, is going to actually help your posts reach more people, assuming you followed the first part and you're putting out really quality content. This is going to help it rank on hashtags, rank on the explore page, and people are likely to share it to their stories, and it's going to help you build a lot of momentum with your Instagram page. And in doing so, you're going to build a super loyal fan base of people who just love what it is that you have to post. Side note, I know everyone talks about posting valuable content and it's quite a blasé, very vanilla word that a lot of people use, but when I'm talking about posting quality content, think about who your target follower is, think about what they want and what they want to see, and put it out there in a more informative and more attractive way. This means make the colors pop more, use cooler fonts, design it in a better way to everyone else, put better compilations together if you're in that niche. If you're teaching something, give better advice, give better tips, etc. But side note over, that's what I mean by good content. Now, the combination of really good content with high quality hashtags and $5 to $10 a day on ads will just make your Instagram account take off. Now, good content alone, as I described before, will make your account take off because people are going to start sharing it, tagging their friends. If it's different to what they're already seeing, if it stands out, it'll take off because, you know, it's unique content and it's valuable to that type of person. But by adding good hashtags and by spending $5 to $10 a day, it's just going to supercharge these results. You'll start winning in the algorithm, you'll start winning on hashtags, all of this stuff comes together over time and you'll just blow up. And as mentioned before, when you get a big influx of profile visits from running these cheap ads, lots of people come to your profile, they're likely to like your recent photos, which just adds to the engagement of them. and that's going to push it onto the explore pages, as well as it means next time you post, you're likely to show up at the top of that person's feed because they've engaged with your content. But many of you, I'm sure, will not be wanting to spend $5 to $10 a day for the next year on growing an Instagram account without seeing any return. That can be close to $3,000, and depending on, anywhere, that can be a large chunk of money to invest. And that $3,600 alone will probably not get you to 1 million followers alone. So what do you do? Well, what you're going to do now that your audience is starting to grow is you're going to find a way to monetize your Instagram account, which means you can firstly recoup that investment of $5 to $10 a day and then scale those up as you start making more money. If you start making $20 a day, you can just reinvest all of that and double your ad spend up to $20. And then if you start making $30 or $40 or $50 per day from your account, you can just continually reinvest that money into growing your page faster and faster and faster. What I would suggest is working out what the problems of your audience is, what they want to learn, what they're struggling with, and find affiliate offers that solve that problem. And essentially what an affiliate offer is when a company pays you a commission to promote their product or service or course or software or whatever it might be. If you run a business page, you could promote something like the One Funnel Away challenge. I'll leave a link for that in the description. And every time someone signs up to that challenge to learn how to build an online business in 30 days, you get a $100 commission for doing so, and it costs people $100 to join. Then what you want to do is go to bit.ly, create a link shortener for this so it looks tidier in your bio. So it could be like bit.ly/30 days to success. That's my one anyway. And you put that into your Instagram bio, and then above that, the bottom line of your bio, you have some sort of call to action to that link. So let's say you promote a course which is all about improving your golf swing. It could be how to improve your golf swing. Down arrow pointing to the link, which takes people to that affiliate offer. And every time someone buys that, let's say it's a $200 product, you might get a $100 commission for doing so. So if you're spending $10 a day on advertising, putting out the best possible content in your niche, doing all these tactics that I've talked about, within a couple months, you could be growing 500 plus per day. You could even do that within your first month if you're willing to invest and your content's incredible. And at this point, even if just one of those 3,500 new followers per week that are coming into your account purchase that product and you get $100 for that, that is a $30 profit that week. Then the next week you add $30 to your advertising budget. So now instead of spending $70, $10 a day, you up that to $100 for the week, which is going to be, another $4 a day. So you're spending $14 a day on Facebook ads now. And then you just continue that process of reinvesting your income to see really good results. Now, this is not always going to work out perfectly. It's not going to be, you're going to spend $100, gain 1,000 followers and make $150. That's not going to happen probably straight away. It's not going to happen every time. It does take time to nail down finding the right offer for your audience, running the right ads, finding the best way to promote it. All these different things come into play, and it's unlikely you're going to hit the jackpot the first time, which is why I said at the start, it takes time, it takes effort, it takes testing, it takes failing to get good at this sort of stuff. So don't expect it to happen overnight, but that's like the premise of what you want to do. And the reason I often talk about this whole reinvesting method is because it's something that I didn't do and I wish I had done earlier. When I first started making money on my Instagram, I saved everything. I just put it all into savings accounts, invested a bit into stocks and shares and so on, but I wasn't reinvesting it back into my business. I would stack it all to the side, save it up so I could have lots of money in my bank, sort of thing. If you're working a job, you want to save as much of that as you can so you can put that into investment, so you can put that into starting a business on Instagram or dropshipping or whatever it might be. You want to save money. That's really, really good. But what I didn't realize at the time with business is when you're running a business, it's really, really important to reinvest into things that are going to help you over the long term. And reinvesting your money at the start is going to get you the best return if you're reinvesting it into growing your page faster. Better content, better ads, more content, etc. And the efforts you make at the start is going to be exponentially better than any of the efforts you make in the future. For example, if you're growing at 100 followers a day organically and you spend $5 a day on ads and start growing 300 followers per day, for $5 a day, you've increased your growth by 200%. However, if you wait till you're at 100,000 followers and growing 1,000 followers per day, and you spend that same $5 on ads to gain another 200 followers a day, you've only increased by 20%. So you get a way bigger boost if you do it at the start, and it massively speeds up your results. So to recap that first section of things, put out the best content possible in your niche. Use good hashtags, put a bit of money into running ads to get your content and your profile out there. Find an offer that you can promote that really does solve a problem for your audience and that they're going to want, and reinvest the profits you make from that back into growing your account faster and exponentially. And then eventually you'll get to the point where you're growing hundreds, if not thousands of followers per day, totally organic. But even if you're growing a couple thousand followers per day, that will not get you to 1 million followers. So how do you do that? Well, one way to do so is buying Instagram accounts to speed up your process, kind of like buying rental properties. And this is going to be one of the best ways to exponentially increase your total follower count. Once you're starting to make profit on your first page, it's growing organically, you're making some nice commissions on it, I would suggest reinvesting into a second account, which you can then basically rinse and repeat the process with, although the second account may already have 50 or 100,000 followers on, so you're just like fast tracking your results. Now, the way I would do this and what I have done in the past is find accounts that have got a good follower base but haven't been super active and their content isn't amazing, like it's okay and they're still getting okay engagement, but they're not super active. So this means that you can easily come in, create really good content, be more active, and instantly give it a massive boost in engagement, growth, value, and income. What you can do to find these is DM other pages in your niche around that size and ask them if they are interested in selling their Instagram page. And then you'll find out if they are or if they know any friends who are interested. Then simply find a page that you can improve, that you know is undervalued, and make a deal, negotiate it, and go ahead and do it. I made a video here on how to buy Instagram pages safely, so make sure you follow what I talk about in that video. I will also link that somewhere on the screen or down below so you can watch it. Buy it cheap, apply all the good practices that I talked about in this video as well as in the playlist link below, and you will massively increase the engagement, growth, and income of the account. And this means that you've now got 2 pages growing organically and potentially a bit more with ads and generating you an income through affiliate marketing or drop shipping or whatever it is that you choose to promote. And then you can either double down on just growing these 2 pages as fast as you possibly can, or you can just basically rinse and repeat that process, continually reinvest your money, and everyone's happy. It's kind of like buying social media real estate. Find a good deal, renovate, profit, repeat. And that profit can either be selling it on for considerably more than you bought it for, or it can just be generating an income consistently through affiliate marketing. So to recap, if you want to go from 0 to over 1 million followers in the next 365 days, here's how I would do it. Firstly, pick a niche that you love. Look at the people who are already doing well in that niche and find a way to create better content than they're doing, either more attractive or more valuable than what they're posting, and post a couple times, 2 to 3 times every single day. Include good hashtags and invest $5 to $10 a day into Facebook ads to get your account going. Number 2, once you pass 10,000 followers, find an affiliate offer that you know your audience will be interested in, based on doing story polls, reading your comments, reading your DMs, and looking at what content does well on your page. Promote that through the link in your bio, as well as using the story poll strategy, which I talk about here. I'll link it on the screen and down below as well. You can go check that out. And this is going to allow you to make an income from your account, recoup that ad spend, and ideally a bit of profit as well. Number 3, as you start making money from this account, you want to reinvest that money into buying more pages and growing your total following. And this is going to be the way that you will massively speed things up, as you can buy an account with 100 or 200k followers, and that makes it considerably cheaper and less time consuming than trying to grow one to that point. Number 4, stay super consistent with this. Keep putting out good content, keep optimizing your hashtags, keep running the ads, keep monetizing with affiliate offers and reinvesting. And just keep doing all that. And that pretty much wraps it up. Now, this entire strategy hinges on just one crucial thing: putting out really good content. And I know I talk about this a lot on my channel, but that is the key to building an audience, is putting out the best content. If you post average content in your niche, you might go from 0 to 10,000 followers in the next year. still a good effort, 0 to 10K. But if you post incredible content, it is not unfathomable to go from 0 to 1 million total followers if you're applying all this stuff, monetizing, reinvesting, etc. It's totally doable if you're posting the best in your niche. The other thing I want to say is understand that this and anything with social media is very, very exponential. It could take you 2 months to hit 10,000 followers, 4 months to hit 100K, and then in the next 6 months, you could go from 100K to 1 million. Now, that is best case scenario, not typical or average. Depends on how hard you work, how you do things, how smart you are with it, and if you have potentially any prior experience. But the idea is you could get very little amount of results in the first few months, and then it just compounds and compounds and compounds to massive results in the future. It's not going to be easy, but the opportunity is 100% there. So I hope this video helps you. I hope you learned something, got some value out of it. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure you go ahead, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and if you want to grab my free Instagram ebook, that'll be linked below. I'm also going to link below my Instagram growth playlist, which runs you through everything you need to know to grow on Instagram, all the tips, tricks, secrets, and so on. I put them all in there. Go have a watch of that, learn from it, implement, get results. That's it from me. See you in another video sometime soon.